Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am thrilled to be back to play some games with y'all. Good morning, D, blazing fast this morning as ever. We got Toddly Enough and Billy saying good morning. Rockin' Rhonda is here. Aloha, Sweet Pea, Canadian Kangaroo. Good morning to you. Lucky's here. Douglas Filler. I just realized Filler is a very appropriate last name when we're filling a crossword grid here. Bree Bree is saying hello. We got Ledition on Twitch. Welcome, everybody. I see Arkadium saying it's Clues Day Tuesday, which is quite funny. How long have you been cooking that one up? I don't think I've heard it before. Scav is here, wasting no time, already guessing one across. So why don't we introduce the puzzle? We're going to be solving a crossword from the Stan Daily line of puzzles at Arkadium.com. It's from New Year's Day, so a couple weeks ago, and I thought it would be interesting to see what Stan put out on the first day of the year. It's by Prasanna Keshava. We've definitely solved a lot of this person's puzzles before. Jack is my name is on YouTube. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks to when everybody on YouTube changed their username to Jack. I hope this is what's happening. I'm assuming Jack is my name is actually Vedart because Vedart is the most likely person to be pulling pranks on me. All right, one across. Whirling Water. I see Scav, D, and Ledition all saying Eddie. Jane, our moderator, says she just came up with Clues Day Tuesday, and you are a genius. That's a really good one. Well done on that. Jack is my name says, sorry I can't stick around. Just wanted to share that I got an awesome job, and that's why I haven't been participating. Missed these crossword streams. Cheers. Oh, well, that's good news. I guess it's a good reason to not participate. Although I don't know if you know this, but Daily Crossword Live is some people's favorite way to procrastinate from their jobs. So if you ever want to pretend you're working but actually be having fun with us, you are always welcome. Genesis twin. Yeah, people are definitely going to know this one. Esau, Jacob and Esau are twins in the Bible. Esau also just a crossword favorite. Hey Pashi, how you doing? And Delia Brooks knows Esau as well. Good. So far so good. One across, one down. Can't hate that. Power plant constructions. Power plant constructions. I see. Yeah, Canadian Kangaroo and Scav and D and Rhonda and Paige Weigel and James all saying dams. Yeah, I don't know why I was kind of glitching on this one, but that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, dams generate power. We learned in a very recent stream that the Hoover Dam provides power for Los Angeles, or at least I learned that. I didn't know that, and I thought it was an interesting fact. We got Duo back on YouTube, and Aparv Kumar saying hi. Hello to you. Kaylin, new dams. We're cruising. Bollywood rap. Bollywood rap. Yeah, so, right, this isn't going to be rap as in rapping, shooting of a movie. It's literally a rap, an article of clothing, a sari, as James and Pashi and Delia know. Yeah, sari is kind of like a South Asian formal wear that you wrap around you. My lady Julia is here getting sari, as is Kellyanne. 17 across, we have Agreed. Oh, did I even read the title of the puzzle? Because I'm noticing this is called Agreed. So this looks awfully familiar. So our first clue today is the same as the title of the puzzle. And it's a short clue. Ooh, but Scav has a very quick... Oh, Scav and Ledition both have very quick guesses. And it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Paige and D agreeing. Amen to that. It fits. And it definitely means agreed. I like it. I'm happy with this. We'll check the downs. Kenya says, hope you're having a jazzy Tuesday. Call back to when Jazzy showed up on Hurdle and I lost my mind. I'm still not really, I haven't fully coped with that. Romantic ideal. Ooh, I like what Raven Mist Phillips is saying. And Shreya. So Talia Up is saying dreamboat, which I guess people want a dreamboat in their lives, but other people are saying dream date. More people are saying dream date. Dreamboat is not out of the question though. Clark and Froggy want dream date. Yeah, Delia Brooks saying dream something. It's a safe hedge. I like it either way. Okay, well maybe we'll just leave dream something. Duo wants dream date. All right, we'll put in dream date and then remember that it could be dream boat or something else maybe. What do we think? Combo language. with kibitzer and chutzpah. Okay. Ooh, Milady's even saying dream of life. Although that's not, I guess it could be romantic, not in the literal, like, dating sense, but romantic as, you romanticize what your life could be kind of thing. 4 down, I love. This is a very interesting crossword entry. I definitely not seen it before. I agree with Scav and Jessica and Froggy and Ledition on Yinglish. It could be wrong, but I think what's happening here is that there's a cross between Yiddish and English. Kibitzer and chutzpah are both Yiddish words that then get used in English. Chutzpah meaning like nerve or moxie, and kibitzer, I guess, is someone who like meddles in your affairs. It's kind of like Spanglish. People say Spanglish for crossing Spanish and English and interweaving between them. I really like that entry. Established custom. Yeah, Paige and Pam saying, and Delia saying usage, which I guess makes sense. Not an easy clue. I mean, easy enough when you have 80% of the letters in place, but that would have taken me some letters. For sure. American Football Club org. Okay. I was slightly worried about this ML because it didn't look like a word, but I guess it is an abbreviation. Bill Kirk seems to know it. And none of your business. Saying MLS, Major League Soccer, I guess. American football. Seems reasonable. In general, there's a very nice stack in the opening corner of the puzzle. Dream Date next to Yinglish. It's very crosswordy in the best of ways. Ooh, Patrick and none of your business are in class struggle, and Ledition is a test. It's also a good clue. Class struggle, of course, a normal phrase, but in this instance, it's just something you struggle with in your classes. Yeah, like a school class, exactly, Scav. Blake Boy, thanks for sharing the live. Bring all your friends. TikTok will only crash 4 times today. That's my prediction. Makes ready for the printer. Makes ready for the printer. Nice. Mo and Pam. Oh, and none of your business wants to share with friends too. And Froggy. If we believe hard enough, we can keep the TikTok feed alive, just like Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. Yeah, that's the spirit, Arkadium. Ronnie says, oh yay, only 4. Ooh, and Patrick pointing out that edits means the dream date was probably right. Yeah. Way to keep your eye on things. Because edits make sense. And we weren't sure if it was dream date or dream boat or something else. Yeah, I wish I had some pixie dust to make TikTok stop crashing. It will happen. When it does, we'll be back pretty quickly. Many of you know the drill by now. You can go to, we are simultaneously streaming on other platforms that you can find us on if you prefer not to deal with. I see Amy Gal on Twitch preferring not to deal with the TikTok crashes, but everyone has their own approach to coping. Extended stretches. Yeah, speaking of Amy Gal, she's telling me eras are extended stretches. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, maybe I should go up here. I feel like I'm neglecting this second section. I'm letting the black squares kind of trickle me down, but I have free will, and I want to solve this section instead. Textures qualifier. Yeah, Arkadium saying we are working on it, I swear. It's very true. We had a long, productive meeting yesterday. We have a game plan. You guys will be informed very soon about what is happening. This will not be forever. That's a promise from me to you. Pam, we have 2 Pams in chat. And Lucinda's back saying IMO. Yeah, in my opinion, that makes sense. Bridge phrase. It's weird which texting acronyms stuck around and which ones didn't. I feel like you couldn't have predicted that when we all started. And they go in and out of fashion. Bridge phrase. So I'm not sure if this is going to be... Blake says, geez, I'm 10 minutes late and you're a quarter of the way done. Are we going faster than usual? Excuse me. I actually don't think so. I think this is pretty standard. So Shreya saying intro. Warthog typing his favorite texting initialism of Raffle LMAO. Yeah, have those survived? LMAO kind of has. I don't see people saying Raffle anymore. Rhonda doesn't play bridge, but a lot of people say I pass. Amy Gal says, I was thinking I pass too, and I don't know why. I think we're talking about, in bridge, there's a bidding phase where you have to say, I don't know, like two diamonds or four no trump. I don't really play bridge either, but I think you can pass when you're bidding. I think that is what this is about. We'll check the P right away. Exactly, Patrick. That's my instinct as well, that bridge the game. Katie says, Blake, it goes faster without distractions. Yeah. Yeah, when Blake isn't throwing out Jazzy for hurdle every other, then we can actually focus on the puzzle. Insignificant. Oh, Shreya was thinking bridge as in song, like songs have a bridge. That's a good point. I'm not 100% sure on I pass, although it might work with insignificant. Raven says I pass was my brother's first words. My parents used to play bridge. Is that real? Because that's very funny. Sarikos is here, and Lucky and Pam all saying pithy, which might make sense. Is this what pithy means? I thought pithy was more like witty and clever and concise. Yeah, Rhonda's saying that petty is better, and I think I agree. It's not exactly how I define petty either. Maybe we check ME. Not pithy, Chalit says. I kind of agree. Petty theft. That's a good point, Scav. That kind of petty. Yeah, Amy says petty's better. So let's go with that. I like it more. Petty cash. Good point, Raven. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not what pithy means, Froggy. Oh, and someone just brought up, speaking of hurdle, yeah, Lucky's saying, lately we've been gambling when it comes to hurdle. We've become degenerate gamblers at Daily Crossword Live. And it's all Jane's fault, I think. Came up with this fun idea that no matter what the last 5-letter across word is in the puzzle, that's what we will open hurdle with, even if it's a terrible hurdle opener. The only exception is if it's not a legal hurdle word, like if it's a proper noun, then we'll default to 62 across. And I think yesterday both of these were not valid, and so we did it the old-fashioned way where anyone could pick what they wanted. So that's the plan today. Anime featuring robots. Ooh, FCat and Scav and Lucky and Duo saying mecha? I've heard of this, but it's so on the edge of my knowledge base. Do people watch mecha? Yeah, 65 across could be Jello. You never know. Was benched. Okay, sat does work. And what's this going to be? Blessing elicitor. Okay. Good. So far, so good. 24 across looks like another themer. We'll get there in just a moment. Yeah, 65 across could finally be Zilil, which is what Blake is always hoping it'll be. I like what Warthog and Pashi and Patrick are saying for this. Amy says, Jack, your Africa trip really loosened you up. Are you saying because I'm not as much of a stickler about hurdle, I'm willing to roll the dice? Yeah, Achu. When you sneeze, you get blessed. Cruise around Hollywood. I like this type of clue. Not the hardest type of clue, but excuse me, I don't know why I have a tickle in my throat. But it's just kind of fun misdirection. Yeah, Apurv Kumar getting Achu. Yeah, Pashi and Stacy. People not getting tricked by this one. Lulu. Maybe the first time you ever see a clue like this, you'd get tricked. But we're talking Tom Cruise, not literally cruising around Hollywood. This is a person named Cruise who hangs around Hollywood. Athena says, you're such a vibe. You should get a vibe. Oh, man, I can't. Okay, you actually just tricked me. You actually just tricked me. All right, moving on. Trying to suppress my blush. Former SeaWorld performer. Shreya and Plank Boy And Lop saying Shamu. Yes, Shamu for sure. Famous orca that performed at SeaWorld. Okay, 24 across. Okay, I should have seen this coming, actually. I'm realizing this is our theme today. The title of the puzzle is Agreed, and the 17 across, the clue was agreed, and we got amen to that. So I think we are getting all phrases that mean agreed. And this one is you. It could be, yeah, you said it, says Patrick. You know it, Logician is suggesting, and Sarikos. Okay, so maybe we don't know for sure. You betcha. I like that, Todd. Okay, so we need. There's just too many possibilities. So I guess we'll just do it down. Yeah, lots of options, as A. Miguel says. So bed linen. I don't like doing 6-letter entries without any to hold. Is it just me? Question mark Maddie says it's gotta be you betcha. Why does it gotta be? Because that's a fun one. Okay, Amy and Logician and Mo are saying sheets for bed linen. In which, if it's sheets, then it's not you betcha. Sorry to say. In fact, it would be you said it. I feel it in the wind, says question mark Maddie. I'm rooting for you. You betcha is probably my favorite of them too. Yeah, it's the cutest, as Arkadium says. Chartbuster. I just want to check if this H pans out, but I think it is. Yeah, Amy and Sweet Pea and Lulu and Kyle Miner all saying hit. Oh, you know what's gonna be so sad when TikTok crashes in about 1 minute? Steven Eats Alone says my wife's boyfriend could do this in 5 minutes. Well, he should join the chat then. Help us out. Grecia is here saying Chartbuster is hit. So, are we saying you said it then? I think it has to be at this point. Agreed, you said it, yeah. The crosses look plausible. What do we think? Narrow winning margins. Ooh, good. Yeah, Amy and Dee and Lucky and Patrick and Kyle Mine are all saying hairs. Lop and Stacy. I think that makes sense. Yeah, you win by a hair, narrow winning margin. Island sharing nation. We are going to crash any minute now on TikTok. Don't fear. We will just refresh and be right back. This isn't me jinxing it. This is just me confronting the truth of the matter. But most of you are probably used to this by now. Donna is here saying, Haiti. I like this, yeah. Oh, and Nick just followed us. Thanks, Nick. Bracing for impact. No jinxing, says Jessica. It's not jinxing at this point. Right, and Kyle's saying that Haiti shares an island with Hispaniola. Good. Isthmus's opposite. Wow. I like this. I like this clue. Arcade says, maybe if we all jump up and down at the same time, we can fix it. All right, everybody try. 3, 2, 1, jump. Yeah, I think Tia and Toddly Enough and Lucinda. Hey, Miguel's saying no idea on 10 down, but Logician is saying straight, spelled like this. It's an interesting clue. So an isthmus is like a thin strip of land that surrounded by water, and I guess a strait is a thin strip of water surrounded by land. I never really think of them as opposites, but Lucky says, "Wait, I wasn't ready." Well, that's why we're gonna crash, Lucky. It's because of you. You know what, Arkadium, just boot Lucky from TikTok. Okay. SoCal School. Amy Gal's also saying no idea on this one, so this corner is totally stumped Amy. Pashi's saying no, and I don't know if Pashi's defending Lucky's honor or what. SoCal School, FCAT. So Rhonda doesn't know. FCAT is saying SDSU, which seems like it definitely could be right. San Diego State University. Go Aztecs, says Blake. My home city, said FCAT. You're from San Diego? Sci-fi servant. Sci-fi servant. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. What Kyle and Lop and Mo and Lay are all saying. Droid. Yeah, like R2D2, as Raven is saying. Okay, droid. I can live with that. Longtime Chicago symphony leader. Okay, I do not know this. Pretty confident I don't know this person. Rhonda? Do you know? Yeah, C-3PO, another famous droid. Uh-oh, I'm getting a lot of shrugs here. Oh no, Rhonda doesn't even know. What do we do? Oh, there goes TikTok just in time. Okay, I think Jane is refreshing TikTok. I'll put 13 down on screen while we get TikTok back because not a lot of people were knowing 12 down. Let's see if we have any better luck with In Darkness. I have a guess for this one. I see my TikTok chat repopulating. Apologies. Lucky moved voluntarily. Didn't even have to get booted from TikTok. Wow. Unlit. D says I jumped up and down, and it didn't even help. Although that was a longer stretch without crashing than usual, I think. Unlit makes sense. Larry Locke and Plank Boy getting that one. Ballpark suffix for jumbo. Okay, I know this. And what's this? Get moving. Oh, I was hoping that Warthog was going to get his raffle. But no, get moving is going to be something else. Froggy says the Chicago conductor is George Solti. Okay, I'm going to trust Froggy on this. Whenever someone gives the first name, then it gives them more credibility in my eyes. But Solti also works nicely with Jumbotron, and I guess to get moving is to roll. All right, cool. You know, I was about to look at 37 across the grid spanning entry, but I think we already know what the clue is. I mean, we can look anyway. Yeah, it is agreed. This is one of those ones where you could really predict ahead of time. Like, can you think of another 9-letter phrase that means agreed? You could guess it right now. I don't even need to show the clue. But I do think this is actually kind of hard. Let's get the first letter at least. Farm mom. Farm mom. Salty. Apologies to Salty for me not knowing. Comminer seems confident in it too. Yeah, Rhonda and Kellyanne and Lucky and Amy and Froggy all saying you. Spelled like this. So, okay, Jessica's saying without hesitation. So with does look pretty good, doesn't it? With something? Without question? Wait, that actually... Oh, that fits very nicely. Without question. That's what Amy said. I do like it. Without hesitation doesn't fit. It's true. What do we think of without question? That's Amy's. Yeah, Lucky's happy with it. Without question is good, says Kyle. Okay. Yeah, that's great, says Rhonda. Good. Patrick says without question, that's it. James says I'm suffering an existential crisis. Wait, why? I must hear more. Weird sounding water. Oh, good. Weird sounding water crossing. Oh, with letters. Yeah, if you don't know what this is shoe width. Can be measured. It has like triple E is like a wide shoe, I think. And Erie, of course, sounds eerie. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? But it's a body of water. It's a lake. Yeah, wide shoes, FCAT. Okay. Have a say. Have a say. getting two different guesses here. So Amy and Lucky are saying orate, although now Amy is changing her mind. And oddly enough is also saying orate, but then Pashi and James are saying opine. So maybe we have to go elsewhere. 41 across? Can we make this dude named Dave is voting orate, Pam is voting opine. I can't pick favorites here, so let's just see. Can this be an R or a P for car radio button? Not that easy. Ooh, just as I say that, TikTok just fills up with unanimous guess. Yeah, D and Delia and Froggy, oddly enough, are all saying preset. Nice. So that's like your preset stations so that you don't have to tune it every time. So I guess it was opine for have a say. Looks pretty good. Let's do these downs. Became bitter. Became bitter. I think I know what this is. Yeah. Kyle Miner, Nicole T, Patrick, Lucky, and Amy all saying soured. It's weird because bitter and sour are supposedly different tastes, and yet metaphorically they kind of mean the same thing. Cell phone tech letters. Cell phone tech letters. Okay. Sorry, I'm just still distracted by something. Someone, who was it? Athena came in just to try to trick me into saying something inappropriate and then bounced. So rude. At least stick around. Cell phone letters LTE. What's this? Brightness measures. Good clue. I like this. Oh, and people also seeing 30 across. Yeah, IQs, Rhonda and Scav. And Duo. Brightness, not like lumens. You know, that's the brightness measure that we most think of, but we're talking being smart is being bright. Oh, and twist of fiction. A lot of nice cluing in this puzzle. I do enjoy it. Warthog is here getting IQs. Yeah, and then nobody's fooled by this at this point. Oliver Twist, not a literal twist ending in your book. What is this? Vision in product names. Ooh, that's kind of tough. I guess I can picture like contact lens brands with view in it spelled like that. Maybe that's what they're going for. How high does my IQ need to be to get into Mensa, asks Scav. I think there's an answer to this question. Isn't there just an IQ cutoff? And if you hit that cutoff, then you're in? Lop is quoting Oliver Twist. AccuView, says Ledition. AccuView is the contact lens brand I was thinking of. 130. Lucky says you have to be 130 to get into Mensa. That's high. Word on pennies. Oh, I see. Yeah, Kyle Miner and Patrick. And oddly enough saying 1. R.I.P. pennies, by the way. Arkadium says we can write a letter for Scav. Yeah, we can vouch for Scav. Scav is definitely smart enough for Mensa. You also have to pay, says Kellyanne. Really? You have to pay dues? Oh, 90th percentile or higher. So the number is fluid. Okay. Red Cross or CARE in all caps. I think that Froggy and James and Rhonda, or not Rhonda. I was preferring what Froggy and James were saying. Oh, John is back asking about the Wall Street Journal contest crossword. NGO, by the way, is like a nonprofit organization. So I think that looks good. John, I have been having a rough stretch on the Wall Street Journal contests. I feel like I normally get about 80% of them, but since you have entered my life, I have not been doing very well on them. I think the last few were pretty tough. Can't remember what this week's was, but I did not. Oh yeah, I do remember it. No, I was nowhere close. Decamps. Decamps. Goes. Good. I like what Amy and Lucky and Gil are saying. Yeah, non-governmental organization. Thanks, Bob. You're right. It doesn't stand for. Oh, that's why people are saying NPO for non-profit organization. But NGO, people use NGO for these. I'm a little confused then. Is anyone here in Mensa while we're kind of dumping on it? Does anyone want to out themselves as a Mensa member? S-shaped molding. Did you get it, John? Yeah. Um, this is okay. 42 across is one of those words I only know from crosswords. It's not ogre, Rhonda, even though it looks like it. Felix took the test and was offered. Ooh, big brain Felix. OG is what the clue says. It's like a type of molding on your walls that has a certain shape, but it's also just something that shows up in crosswords. Let's do 43. Okay, Bard's Ba. Rhonda and Todd and Amna is here saying "fi." Yeah, I can picture this in like Keats poems or whatever. Vacant no more. Oh, and I keep forgetting what the theme is because I don't even need to look at these clues. We know exactly what it is. Um, do you actually have a Mensa daily calendar, Scav, with like little puzzles in it? Oh, meanwhile, Felix and Jessica and Dee and Delia are all saying filled for vacant no more. That makes sense. Yeah, happy enough with that. All right, so this is live, by the way. If anyone wants to put out a guess for agreed, we have 3 letters smack dab in the middle of this. Oh, and actually, just as I'm saying that, Skev has a very good guess, as does Rhonda and Blake and Kyle Miner. All right, it's time we fill this in. Yes, indeed. The thing that always impresses me about this type of puzzle is there are so many short words to that, you, it, yes, and yet they don't repeat. I think it would be invalid to repeat even a short word in this type of theme. Yeah. Okay, cloth measures. Amy and Logician and Pashi and Jeannie saying yards. Pretty good. Puzzle somehow doesn't feel as hard. Was January 1st a Friday or a Thursday? Yeah, yes, indeed, with raised eyebrows. That is kind of the vibe it gives, isn't it, Delia? Kyle Miner it says Thursday. Did you know that, or did you just consult your calendar? So that might explain why this doesn't feel quite as hard as some of the other Stan Daily puzzles we solve, because they get progressively harder through the week. So Saturday, we all know, is the Saturday Stumper, super difficult. And then Friday puzzles tend to be pretty hard, even though they're themed bountiful, ample. I like this, yeah. Aparv Kumar, don't go. Don't go. We enjoy your company. Rant and rave. Rant and rave. Okay, I'm seeing real. I'm seeing rail. I think rail more means like to rail against the government or something is to rant and rave, yeah? Seems to be right. All right, see ya, Aparv Kumar. Hope to see you soon. Text ancestor. Good. Okay, so we have another themer coming. One more way to say agreed. And soon we will learn what our hurdle fate is. Pam and Douglas and Jeannie all saying email, and Amy and Letitia agreeing. Yeah, I guess it's like digital writing to someone. Email came before texting. Casino supply atop Olympic racer will produce zesty enhancement. All right. All right, I think we can do this. Oh, Amy Gal wants dime, but I don't think casinos actually trade in dimes. Yeah, I think dice makes sense for casino supply, and yeah, that's what Plank Boy's saying, and Pashi's saying that, yeah, Amy now have finished the whole section. Zesty enhancement is spice, and then Olympic racer is a sled, I guess, in like bobsledding, stuff like that. Yeah, fair enough. I guess you could put a dime into slot machines. All right, let's check 49 down. Plant deeply. Plant deeply. And remember, it's very important what letter this word ends in, because 65 across, our fate rests in its hands. Jerry G and Lop and Chris all saying embed. Okay, I can live with a D in my hurdle opener. Let's get another. I feel like we're rolling the dice right now. Stand for canvas. Wait, stand for canvas. I get it. That was weird. I like what I'm seeing here too. I think what. Ooh, and Logician is already giving a guess for 59 across. We know the clue on 59 across, so anyone can guess it when they want. Easel. Wait, how do we spell easel? No, it's like this. Okay. DL, I can live with that. And by the way, our backup isn't looking too shabby either. Let's do one more. Okay, Scav is saying absolutely, and Ledition is saying... Oh, Ledition was saying I believe it, but that was before easel. Okay, so it does look like it's going to be absolutely. All right, here we go. Chris is telling me drove for motored, and then agreed. I don't know why every time I look at this, I expect the clue to be informative, but it's not. But absolutely looks great. It seems like Stan started the year very agreeably. Anyone have New Year's resolutions since we're solving a Jan 1st puzzle? Chaucer Tale Teller. I don't think I know this. Felix and Scav and D are all saying the same thing, so I'm hoping you guys are right. Oh, and Lucky and Ledition on Twitch are also saying the same thing. Reeve? We're not just guessing, right? This is right. And then not engaged. I think this is what we're starting hurdle with. We've been getting pretty lucky since we started gambling. Maybe we should actually take this to Vegas. Yeah, if you're not engaged, idled. Oh, the Reef's Tale is one of the Canterbury Tales, says Felix. Did you just get that from your bookshelf? Felix is always just reaching over and getting books that are relevant to the crossword. It's amazing. Not engaged. Okay, so I wouldn't have picked 2Ds in our hurdle opener, but otherwise, this is a pretty good draw that we got. Yeah, it's not great. I agree, Lop, but it could have been worse. NFC West team was Arizona, and what was this? Went first, led. All right, looking good. And one more corner left. Let's finish strong. Reeve would have been so good for hurdle. Yeah, of course Blake wants 3 E's in our hurdle opener. Yeah, Scav, if only we could do spice, that would be perfect. Ample is good for hurdle also. Yeah, but Arkadium, we're doing your game. Okay, so Froggy and Rand are saying American island with a reef runway is Oahu. A reef runway? I must know more. Is that what it sounds like? Like an airplane runway on a coral reef? Does anybody know about this? Has anyone been on the reef runway at Oahu? Oh, usage would have been good too, Kurt. Yeah, this is actually kind of painful. Everyone going through the grid and telling me all the great hurdle options we missed. Edits? That's a good question, Lucinda, if email is a hurdle accepted word. I don't know. Sweet Pea says my hometown is Oahu. Really? Is that why you always greet us with aloha? Must be. Um, campus contingent. I don't exactly know what this is. Warthog is guessing that hurdle. By the way, has anyone weighed in on this reef runway? Because am I the only one who's floored by this? Universally acclaimed. Ooh, Logician had a very quick guess on this. Top rated. Wow. Ooh, top notch is also good. Jessica. Ah, okay. And campus continued was softs. That was hard to see. Short for sophomores, I guess. What's this? Undercover attire. Okay. Oh, Felix, you've solved this crossword before? Sorry about that. That is a risk when I go back into the archives. But it was long enough ago that maybe you've forgotten some things. When you solve a lot of crosswords, I find they don't stick for that long in your head. Amy and Lucky and Logician. Ooh, Barbara's here on Facebook. And Froggy saying nightwear. This is also a very good clue. Undercover, like literally under the covers. So cute. Yeah, Logician says my memory wouldn't have remembered 12-day-old clues. I think that's true of me too. Skilled finesse. Okay, good. Lucinda and Amy and Sweet Pea and Froggy all saying art. Oh, Pixie's here too. Like there's an art to it. So I guess I thought top notch and top rated were both excellent guesses for universally acclaimed, but it looks like it's going to be top rated. Good. Arkadium says, I already forgot this puzzle and we're currently solving it. That you should get checked. You're not getting into Mensa with that. Oh no. Just as I say something mean, TikTok crashes. I guess I deserve that. Couldn't commit. Couldn't commit. I'm refreshing TikTok, but a lot of people on other platforms are getting this. Logician and Amy and Lucky all saying Hod. Wow. Hod. Give me one more second to refresh TikTok. But I'll show another clue while we're at it. Okay, it seems we are back on TikTok. Hello. You guys missed Hod, but that was about it. Couldn't commit. Hey, I remember all of you. Dexterity. Scav. Saying ease. Logician agreeing. Okay, only 2 cells left in this crossword. Apart from the others, made more colorful, maybe. Reveals a Stowe novel. Interesting. Yeah, Doug, exactly. Hemmed and hawed like that. Arkadium says we have to take breaks to talk about you behind your back. I hope you understand. Hey, Blake, missed you. So, Harry Beecher Stowe is famous for Uncle Tom's Cabin. I don't think I knew this other novel, but it seems you all do, because apart from the others, looks like else. And then I'm going to put in D for died to change color. And Jessica giving me the drum roll. Let's hope we get some confetti today. I think we earned it. Nice job. Confetti, very, very New Year's Day confetti. And a very agreeable crossword. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Without question. You said it, and amen to that. Many ways to say. I agree. And Kenya's celebrating. Don't go anywhere. I'm pulling up Hurdle right now. And we're doing idled. That is what the fates have in store for us. Here we go. Do we think we can get through Hurdle without another crash? Depends how good you guys are. That's what it depends on. All right, I'm putting idled in. Kate shared the live, probably with someone who only wants to stick around for Hurdle. Who won't... Justice for usage, says Kurt. Should we not do the this gambling thing anymore? It is kind of fun, but takes away our agency, you know? Oh, can't see the bottom row of letters. Let me... Oh, you're right, sorry. I'm gonna resize this. There, that looks pretty good. Hopefully that's better. So idled, we actually got some letters. See, idled could have been worse. Yeah, so hopefully I just fixed... C-Spin Bow says, I love the gamble. And Felix says, I love the new twist. All right, so we'll keep doing this. What are we... Oh, Barbara wants proud. The problem with proud is we know there's no D in the word. Duo is guessing least. I think that's a very sensible guess. Let's do least. Yeah, Mo wants it too. Let's go for it. That was not helpful, turns out. Not your fault, Duo. I thought it was a good guess too, but turns out it was a terrible guess. Wow. I'm actually surprised we got nothing from that. Maybe it ends in an E. It could end in LE, perhaps. We need another vowel, most likely. It's gonna... I don't know why I'm thinking... Oh, flower. No, flower doesn't have an E, Lucinda. We kind of need to find where our E lives. Style. No, but there's no T. Alive. There's no A. Huh. Logician says clone, which I think is the best guess I've seen recently. Let me just type it in and make sure. Yeah, it ends in an E, has that L, common letters. What's wrong with clone? It's a good guess. Yeah, Arkadium likes it. Let's do it. Oh, wow. I thought for a second you were right. That was very impressive, but now I think we can definitely get this. I can only think of one letter that works here, but maybe... Yeah. Everyone's saying clove. It's clove, right? It's got to be. There's no other possibility. Nice job on getting clone. That was impressive. Nice, clove. Okay, so that's one round in the bag. If you're new to Hurdle, we do this 5 times, and the next board always starts with the answer to the previous board. We don't have control over our first guess anymore. And then round 5 is when things get really wild. But we gotta make it there first. Getting 2 yellows right out of the gate is pretty hopeful. So what are we gonna do with this? Ooh, Blake says mocha, which is such a pleasant sounding guess. I don't know if it's literally the wisest guess, but there's something so nice about it. Can we do it? Yeah, D agrees, so let's do it. Okay, not great, not terrible. We gotta know. Raven's happy with mocha. So, and we have ruled out this. Getting this O also kind of rules out a home for the C. So, oh, I know. It's going to be something like IC, a tonic or sonic. Everyone on TikTok saying tonic, Ledition saying sonic. Ooh, it could also be topic. That's a good point. So, logic. Okay, there's still a lot of possibilities, but let's try tonic, is what most people seem to be saying. Very good. Topic it is. Ooh, toxic. I just realized toxic. Yeah, Sweet Pea is ahead of me. But we have space to play at. I think we can just go for this. And if it's wrong, we do toxic. It was topic. Okay. Well done, everybody. Hot topic indeed, Kurt. All right, we didn't get any... Toric, says Felix. Wow, I totally spaced on that word. Toric, as in shaped like a torus, like a donut. What's it going to be here? No, Felix, I'm not doing jazzy. Usage, on the other hand, as D is suggesting, that is an ode to our puzzle. And it's not a bad guess in this situation anyway. It guesses all the other letters. It's actually a very wise guess. So let's do usage. Okay, so we found our vowels. Still need to place them. And then, ooh, Barber wants great, G-R-E-A-T. The problem is we know there's no G, because this G is gray. Learn is a pretty good, no, learn puts the A in the wrong place, huh? Early is smart. Bread, B-R-E-A-D. I kind of like bread. Yeah, Ramrat likes bread. There's also beard. They're kind of equivalent. Should we go with bread? Oh, beard and bread are not equivalent because beard actually puts the A in the wrong spot. So bread. Get that bread. Okay. We're making a little bit of progress. And feral is off the table now. So what is this actually? It's borderline an anagram at this point. Oh, ready is a cool guess, but it actually puts the A in the wrong place. Adder. Oh my god. That's kind of mean. Dream? It can't be dream because the middle letters are all in the wrong place. Same with ready. It puts the A in the wrong place. Dared. It can't be dared because it doesn't end in a D. So far, adder is the only possibility. I guess it could be dares. Could be dares. But yeah, try adder, Rhonda's saying. I think adder is a little better. Wader, W-A-D-E-R, is another possibility. That's what Larry's telling me. Oh, there's no S. Good point. There's no S from usage. Thank you for saving me from dares. Should we try adder? There's also alder. Wow, I wonder if alder is just a more strategic guess. Because we get a little bit more information. I'm going to do this. Okay, so it probably was adder. I still stand by this guess making sense because we threw an L into the mix. But it's got to be adder at this point. I don't see another possibility, so I'm going to go for this. Nice. Well done, everybody. Been a pretty smooth hurdle game so far. There I go jinxing us. I hope we make it to round 5 before TikTok dumps us again. We have an A and an R here. I don't think ready or react makes sense because we know there's no E. Roast, on the other hand, is a good guess. Courage is guessing roast, and I like it. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, you can't win them all. So, do we need another vowel? Probably. Well, maybe not. Wharf, says Shunli. Graph. Good guesses. Charm. Okay, maybe we don't need another vowel. So should we try cramp? There's a lot of possibilities. Okay, cramp is the one I saw most recently. Let's try cramp. I don't know. That was exceptionally successful. Well done, Mike. So now I feel like we can definitely do this. The M does not go in the second position because CM is nonsense. So we know it ends in an M, and we know then the R. We can just fill this in. It's forced. It's charm. Well done, everybody. Just as I'm walking through my logic, I see just TikTok chat filling up with charm. You are a charming bunch, not chark. Charm. Here we go. All right. Amen to that. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. This is round 5 of 5. We only get 2 of our own guesses in this round. The first 4 are supplied for us. It is the answers to all the previous rounds. I've seen worse boards than this, but it's not going to be a walk in the park. We have C, T, E, and R we need to find homes for. We've ruled out some positions for some of these letters. I mean, honestly, ruling out E in the last and second to last positions is pretty informative. Let's start just accumulating possibilities. I'm seeing recut, react, trace. It can't be trace because the E is in the wrong place. React and recut. Unfortunately, those both seem... No, not react because there's no A. Good. So So far, recut. What else? Erect. Could that be? Unfortunately, it could be. Not reuse, James, because we need to find a T somewhere. We need to put a T. So far we have two possibilities. Erect and recut. What about wretch? I'm seeing. No H. Okay. I mean, if it's really only two possibilities, we can do that. Retry. Could it be retry? That would be sad. No, we need a C. We need a C. If it's literally only two possibilities, we can just guess them. But if there's any more that we're missing, that's why I'm not trying to drag this on. I just want to... Elect doesn't work because we need an R. So recut and erect are the two possibilities. Eject. No, we need an R, Doug. It can't be retry because we need a C. So should I just guess one of them? And if so, which one? Crest it can't be because the C, it can't start with a C. This would be green if so. All right, I guess we'll vote. Raven says do it, but do what? Recut? Eruct. Oh my god, eruct? That's so mean. That is a word. That's actually a good reason to go with erect. Sue Parler is saying it could be eruct, which I believe is a word. And if we go with erect, then we'll get information about eruct versus recut. That's the argument. We okay with this? Yeah, Pashi says erect first, I think. So let's do it. Let's try it. Cross your fingers. Oh boy. It better be recut or I'm going to be real sad for the rest of the day. It ends in a T. Did we learn anything else? Nothing rules out recut. In fact, I think we know the E has to go in the second position. We've ruled out all the other possibilities. So I really hope it's recut. Kellyanne already given me the drum roll. Cross your fingers. Hope we get whatever the hurdle equivalent of confetti is. Yes, well done, everybody. Oh my god. That was a tense one, as it often is at the end. Thank you so much for joining me for the crossword, for Hurl. I always have fun doing these with you guys. Thanks for bearing with the technical issues. I think we only crashed twice today, which it has been worse. We will have updates soon. We are troubleshooting, I promise. Next evening stream is not going to be scheduled until we sort out the TikTok issues, Blake. But thank you for asking. We will do more evening streams, just not until we have a steady flow again. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time, so Amay will be with you tomorrow, same time as today, and I'll be back the following day, and etc., etc. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, everybody. I hope to see you soon, and